I mean, look at the impressions. We got 4.2 million. Now I'm about to show you literally how much this one video made me. So I'm about to give you a full guide on how to change your life. This is like the non-YouTube guru way. Okay, start drop shipping. No. You're completely broke. You're down bad. You're approaching your 30s, or you're in your 30s, or maybe even 40s and beyond. And you thought to yourself, like, I never once in a million years when I was in school, when the age 30 or 25, it sounded so old. I never thought I would reach this point. And I'm broke. I am broke as a joke. Broke and as a joke, and I ain't stoked, meaning I'm not happy about it. Now, what can I do? Because everyone else, including most likely your parents, in school or not in school, they taught you need to have your job, career, corporate ladder, build yourself up, blah, 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 but all of that failed. In fact, why am I taking advice from people who are broke? I don't aspire to be like them, but yet I diligently listen to everything they say. I practice it like clockwork. You've been doing that for 20 years. How has it worked out for you? So I'm going to be showing you later on. And by the way, everything I'm going to be showing you on this video is not to impress you, but it's more so to impress upon you as to what is possible, man. What is possible? And I'm here to tell you some of the best side businesses that you could start. In fact, I'll tell you the one that I believe you definitely should start. And then we're going to print money. We're going to do it the hard way, but it's going to work. I mean, right now, you don't have time to be risking it on so many different things. Like, I want you to basically have liquid cash in your bank account, and you can withdraw that anytime you want, and you're good. So here's where we're going to start off. And as I said, I'm going to show you some back end. How much I made from one video is probably going to blow your mind as to if you times that, how much more you can make. So take time. Be chilled. If you can't watch a video this long, to be honest with you, then there's no hope for you. You can't sit there and pay attention to something, but yet you want to become a multi-millionaire. You want to have X amount of money in your bank account, and you can't even listen to someone who's telling you, hey, by the way, if physicality is what you're looking for, if finance is what you're trying to improve, then watch what I done, because I went through that stumble, and you can do the exact same thing. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to get in shape. I know you was thinking, wait, I want to make money. We're going to start off by making money. I'm here to tell you, my friend, you're going to have to get in better shape. And the more muscle you start to put on or get leaner, if you've got belly fat you're struggling with or whatever it is, it's going to start to change your mindset completely. And you're going to start telling and talking to yourself and saying, you know what? If I've been able to do this physically with my own body, which is the easiest thing to tackle, even though it seems long, what can I do financially? But this plan that we're going to be deploying, we're going to be doing it simultaneously. That's the beauty of it. Because one thing I've realized is, as a young man, you need to work on all of the aspects of your life. You need to be all encompassing. Why? Because if you focus on one sector, the other sector will lack. If you focus on that sector, the other sectors will lack. But for us men, we need to be good at multiple things. You need to be charismatic. You need to know how to talk. You can't be shy. You need to be confident. You need to have money. You need to have physicality. You need so many different things that you might as well work on all of them at the same time. And I would argue it's better for you to be an 8 all across the board than to be a 10 and then a bunch of 1s and 0s and 2s everywhere. Then your average sucks. But if you're 8 across the board, it's like you're good. You're Gucci, as they say. You're calm. So we're going to be getting you to that calm state. So what I want you to be doing in the gym, as I said, before we get onto the money, don't worry about that because all of this will fall into place. What I want you to do in the gym, either push-pull legs. If you don't know what that means, you can Google it, because this video is not exactly about the little nuances, how to lift weight, how to get bicep peaks. This is not the video for that, or the outer biceps or triceps. This is more so on giving you the foundations that's been helping me, taking you along the road, okay? The foundations that have been helping me, and then this way you're going to understand the blueprint. And trust me, these are actionable steps. So The moment you take action, once this entire video finishes, I'm telling you right now, your life is going to improve for the better. Okay? By the way, do me a favor real quick, smash that like button, share this video so that somebody reaches it, and comment in the comment section down below, I will change my life 2025. Comment down in the comment section down below. I don't care which year you're watching. You might be watching 2026, 2030. Comment, I will change my life 2025, as to mark that commitment. So, in the gym, I want you to do push-pull legs. Find somewhat of a compound movement, but you need to get your body moving. And the best way that I figured out, if you can't be bothered to go to the gym, if you can't do anything, drop down and give yourself 10 press-ups and set that as a barrier. So meaning when I can't be bothered, I can't be asked to do any workout or whatever it is, I'm going to drop down and give myself 10 push-ups. I'm going to blaze through this because we want to get to the money part, but this part is important. There's no point you acquiring money and having no health, essentially. There's a reason as to why all the billionaires, they're like, I'll swap places with a 19-year-old anytime and lose all of my money, because health is everything. So if you don't focus on this part, the discipline is not going to bleed over. So set the minimum barrier for you to get moving is 10 press-ups. I can't be bothered, whatever it is. You quickly find once you drop down, you give yourself 10 press-ups, then you feel like doing 11. Maybe you might even feel like going to the gym and so forth and so forth and so forth. But the bare minimum, 10 press-up, but you should be in the gym doing push-pull legs. Push-pull legs. Or if you want to get specific as to some of the workouts I've used to put on muscle and get jacked, as they say, then comment in the comment section down below, then I should be able to help you out. Or you can book a one-on-one with me in the link in the description as well. So, but we're not here for that. So that's the bare minimum. 10 press-ups, get your body active and moving. So once you've got that and you're working on your path towards building a greater and greater physique, now what you're going to do is a side hustle. But you're not going to do drop shipping. Why? Why, Ronnie MP? Because you're broke. Have done drop shipping before? You need money. You need money. Don't let any guru tell you, oh, eventually you're going to run into a money problem. Okay? And you're either going to be forced to borrow. If you borrow, that's how you can quickly get yourself into debt. Or if you decide not to borrow, you're going to have to borrow. Why? Because if you don't borrow from the bank, you're going to borrow from your parents, from your friends. So you don't have money. So the best thing I'll tell you to be able to fund your side hustle is for you to get a job. You know, you might be thinking, oh my days, job. I don't. Look, get a job, and specifically any job. Any job. Even if it's warehouse, I couldn't care less. If it's a warehouse, honey boo boo, do your thing. If it's a warehouse, great. But you're going to get a job and you're going to work crazy hours. This plan is not for the weak. You're down bad. You're broke. How can I lose when I started with nothing? So meaning anything from now on is pretty much winning. It's pretty much upwards. So get a job and start working crazy hours. I'm not going to tell you which specific job. It could be in IT. It could be a warehouse. Whatever skill that you have, you need to find out what your leverage is. What am I good at? What comes easy to me but comes hard to other people? Lean into that more, and it's gonna make getting a job easier, a bit more enjoyable. But this period of your life is not going to be enjoyable. You've been enjoying up until this point. How has that worked out for you? Who came to save you? Spidey? Huh? Did Spider-Man come to save you and rescue you? If the answer is no, then you need to realize I need to do things that are like completely different from what I've been taught, from what I'm thinking. If I want to keep getting the same exact results, I need to be doing the exact same thing I've been doing all this time. In fact, it's called insanity, doing the exact same thing but expecting a different outcome, a different result. So we're going to tweak the input so that our output can be completely different. And all I'm saying is 6 months to a year, you can completely change your life. And don't forget, our goal is you want at least like 20 grand liquid saved up in the bank. This will give you so much breathing room, my friend. So much breathing room. You don't understand what it would feel like to have no debt. If you need money to be able to draw in, not your credit card, not your savings, but your actual normal account. All we're trying to do is to break out of that cycle, that loop of paycheck to paycheck, So if you have any debt, we're going to start clearing that off using our 9 to 5 that we got. I don't care what job you get, man. Just get the job and get the work done. Stop the laziness. Stop. 5 more years is going to come by anyways. Now the issue is, when that 5 years arrive, where is it going to catch you? Is it going to catch you in a position where you decided to stick to your guns and work at something, specifically money? We're solving the money problem here. Specifically money, and 5 years has arrived and you've got, I don't know, maybe even 50, 60, 100 even. In 5 years, you can save up 100 grand. 100 even. Or you're going to allow that 5 years to happen and you're still in the same position as you were 5 years ago. So 2030, you're still in the exact same position. That doesn't even make any sense. Any sense. So from the job that you're going to get, now what we're going to be doing is, from that job, I don't care how much you're making, your goal is to save way more than 50%. I'm not going to give you an exact number because then that can get you super deluded, but you need to save the maximum possible. Oh my days, you need to be a broke ding dong, my friend. Broke. You need to be acting broke, living broke. It's not the time to flex. It's not the time, I want some nice fitting clothes. I want some, now's not that time. I can't lie to you. Now is not that time. That time will come. I'm going to be real with you. That time will come, but now is not the time. Because now, the first thing we want to do is what? 100 to 3, 4, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So the first thing we need to do is we need to save $1,000 liquid. By liquid, I mean withdrawable, like in your bank account, cash. You can take it out and say, okay, I've got 1,000 that doesn't need to go towards debt. It doesn't need to go towards bills. It doesn't need to go towards anything, because the money that I have coming in next week or next month, depending on how frequent you get paid from my 9 to 5 job, covers all my bills and everything. So now you've got 1,000 liquid. That's the first barrier. 1,000 liquid. Once you've saved 1,000 liquid, by the way, the long-term thing, what all we're doing is we are becoming the bank, essentially. You're becoming the bank so you can be able to borrow against yourself. Do you understand? I want you to have that mentality where if I need money and I am in an emergency, I can borrow against myself, actually. So, say for example, my car breaks down and I need $500. I can go into my liquid saved, take out 500, pay it off. Next month, 9 to 5 job, paycheck comes in, I take out 500, I top it back up, and I still got 1,000 left liquid. You need to start banking. So the next thing to do that we need to do is we need to add another 1,000. Okay, so let's just pretend I've just added now 2,000. All right. You want to ideally aim for, it depends on how much you're earning, okay? You want to ideally aim to save 1,000 plus every single month. Why? Because now, as I'm saying, it depends on how much you're making, right? Because there is, 12 months in a whole year. If the bare minimum you done was 1,000 plus after all of the expenses, bills, blah, 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 your food and everything, the minimum, this is basic maths, quick maths, you're going to end up with is 12 grand. It can't be that hard. It's like school failed us, it didn't teach us all this financial stuff, no problem. But it taught you maths. And you know, if I save 1,000 every single month, by the end of the 12 months, I'm going to end up with 12K liquid cash in my bank account. So I need to figure out what keeps allowing me to not save that $1,000 every single month, and what keeps allowing me to keep drawing from that 1,000 in the bank so it keeps on staying. And I'm here to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, these are from all the books I've read on money. You've got a built-in money stat, like a thermostat or whatever it is, but you've got a built-in thermometer. But it's geared towards money, meaning in your mind, in your subconscious, whenever your bank balance drops to, say for example, you had 10 grand, you're spending, you think you're rich, you believe you're rich, subconsciously. And it only takes your account dropping down, for example, you're losing the 9K, you've got 1,000 left. That's when you switch on. Whoa, we're broke now. What the heck? How did we get here? All I'm trying to get you to do is to raise that thermostat, or raise that internal money temperature. Raise it so that if you ever drop from 10K, for example, if your account ever dropped to like 9,100, you're like, whoa, that's way too low. I need to top it up with a 900. 9,100. Now, where's the 900? Top it back up, we're back to 10K. And you carry on the process. I hope what I'm saying is making sense. If it's making sense, let me know in the comment section down below. Say, comment, I get it, and smash the like button as well. To help somebody, we're all about helping each other out. That's why I'm making this videos to begin with. So you don't want it to drop your internal money thermostat or body temperature or money temperature. You don't want it to drop, because what I've realized that's what makes people broke is like they don't snap out of it quick enough. They get in a spending sort of mentality, impulse buying. I'm rich, I've got all of this money, and then once it's dropping, it's like they're not registering. Like, wait, this is running out. And before you know it, they've got 2,000. Maybe they start to panic a tiny bit. They've got 1,000 left. Now they're panicking. What did I do? Oh my God. Oh, I messed up, man. I'm just not good with money. It's like, why didn't you think that when you had 8K left? So we need to raise our temperature. And one thing that will help you to raise your money temperature is reading The Richest Man in Babylon. I'm not a sponsor of them or anything, but it's a book that I've read countless of times, and you need that mindset. I'm talking about money. I'm giving you strategic plans on what to do, but that mindset is key. If that mindset is not there, then all of this is meaningless, because you're just gonna go back to your old ways, you see. So now we've got 5,000 saved from your basic 9-to-5 job. This is more than possible. You can get this done in under a year. In under 6 months, in 5K, depending on how much you're making, your bills, it's possible in 4 months. In 4 months, it's possible depending on how big your income is, but it's more than possible in 4 months. But as I said, in a year, 12K minimum, that's what we're aiming for. But in the beginning of this video, I mentioned 20 grand. 20 grand is our goal, and 20 grand is where we're going. So I'm going to tell you how to get there. Okay, and as I told you guys, I'm going to be showing you guys the back end of one of my YouTube channels, and what is possible if all you now do is you have your basic 9-to-5. All right, I hope you're still following along. Pay attention, don't have that TikTok brain. You have your basic 9-to-5 job. You could be a bin man, you could be a garbage man, I do not care. Have money coming in. In fact, should I say this is a deep one. I don't know if I should say it or not, because most people might be like, oh no way, I'm not doing that ever. If you want to actually make way more money and save way more and get there even quicker, what you need to do is, if you can, if you can't, obviously fair enough. If you can, move back in with your parents. You're doing it temporarily. Hear me out. Because I know I already lost some of you guys. Oh, you vomited. You spat your tea. My parents, oh heck, nah. Oh, I don't like, some of you guys don't like your parents, which I don't understand, but it is what it is. Everyone has different upbringing. I can't live with them, blah, blah, blah. I'm used to my independence. You're also used to being a broke guy or gal. Or brokey, or broke ding dong, as I like to say. Ringing your brokiness everywhere, broke ding dong. So, if you can, I'll say move back in with your parents. But it's not going to feel like you moved back in with them. As I said, hear me out. I planned all of this out, okay? I planned all of this out. Because one, you're going to be putting in work in the gym. If you're not in the gym, you're at work. And if you're not at work, you're working in your side hustle. So you're barely going to see them anyways. That's the key. Like, be busy. If you're consistently at home, that's when there could be trouble. Hey, what you're doing with your life, all of these talks. But if you're busy, if you're like, doesn't feel like you're around, time will go quicker, and then you're going to be able to save up way more. Especially if you're blessed enough and they don't charge you rent, or if the charge you rent is very cheap, $200, $300 or £200 or whatever it is. Just try to get them to charge you cheaper than the going rate, market rate, whatever you would pay if you was renting elsewhere. Try and get them to charge you cheaper than that if they're forced to charge you. But if not, you are about to become rich. Literally, you're about to get a taste of what having money could do and the freedom it could give you. I've got this pressure on myself right now that I've put on myself right now to make it, and I'm not even struggling that bad. Okay, that bad. All right, like I'm calm, and I'm going to show you guys as to what's possible. The thing with me is, being a businessman, you have to deploy cash business-wise. You have to invest, like, you know, maybe editors, thumbnails, all of these things, all right? Gear, equipment. Take this knowledge for your side hustle. Keep listening, because all of this links, it intertwines. I don't know why I sounded Chinese there. Intertwines, Daniel-san. But anyways, so take note. Investing, business, it can cause your cash to deplete a bit. But that's when you've eventually saved a decent amount. So now let's say, for example, you've been working hard, working at your job, taking up the extra hours overtime, and you're saving way more than 50%. You're saving like 1,500, for example. You're going to get to your goal so fast. But this is the booster, the super boost, Sonic. This is what's going to make you sprint towards your goal. The side hustle that I would tell you, you could do whichever one you want, but ideally the side hustle that I would tell you to do is jump on YouTube ASAP. But you're not Rocky. ASAP Rocky, you get it? Jump on YouTube ASAP, as soon as possible. You are going to be terrible. You're going to be bad. In fact, a bunch of you guys are already walking with a YouTube studio in your pocket, aka your phone. Use your phone and start recording YouTube videos. You are going to suck at first. You're going to be bad, but you're going to start improving. And Ronnie MP, what kind of content should I make? Just document yourself becoming rich, or document yourself saving 20 grand. AKA, think about these videos that I make, for example. I'm just keeping it 100. You could just switch it on and roll. It's going to improve one of the most important skills you need as a human being in your life, which is your communication skills. If anything, it's going to be a net positive in your life, because your communication skills is going to improve. Let's say, for example, you don't make money for 6 months. You still got really good at talking, at communicating. That can land you a new job, which pays you more, which means you can save more. It can land you so many different things. I don't even need to go through all of them. Do you understand? Now, once you start saving, you get your side hustle, which is AKA YouTube. You're making these YouTube videos on whatever niche you want. If you need help in regards to that, I can't go over on this video, so the link will be in the description down below for you to get my YouTube Academy course if you want to. You're broke right now, so you probably can't even afford it. But it is what it is. So, side hustle, 9 to 5, income coming in. But now, with a side hustle, this is what we're going to do. Every single dime you get on your side hustle, it's not yours to keep. It's for you to dump back in the bank that you're building, aka, you know, downloading a bunch of cash into your account so that you don't have to struggle, basically. So you can tap into resources, which is your own checking account or, you know, current account or whatever it is. You can tap into it whenever there's a crisis, whenever you need to borrow. You don't have to borrow from someone else or the bank. You could just go to yourself because you've been depositing, literally printing, essentially, from using your 9 to 5. Don't use it like the brokies do, where they just blow through the money paycheck to paycheck. We're flipping the script, essentially. So now, let me show you guys, for example, what one video could end up getting you. Okay? Hopefully you guys should be able to see my screen. Guys, man, it's not easy in today's world, but it's possible. So if we go to, all right, so this is one video. So let me refresh this. Command R, refresh. You see the page, it's refreshing. There's the mouse. I'm moving the mouse. You can see the mouse. I'm just being authentic so that I can prove that obviously this is real. I'm going to refresh again whilst moving the mouse. Refreshing, circles. So you can see this is obviously, it's not a screenshot. Okay. I'm able to go into different tabs. Let's go into copyright tab, switch back to the top one, editor, comments. These are some of the comments and so forth and so forth. All right. Okay. So if we go back to details, in fact, go to analytics. All right. 336K views this video got. All right. This is not one of my most viewed videos. This is just a video that done decently well. Okay, and by decently well, I mean it done well. It done well. All right. Watch time, guys. You could become monetized from one video, man. This is one video. You know, on YouTube, it requires you to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch time hours. And then you can enter the monetization program. This video alone, guys, gained 35,000 watch time hours. And you only need 4. This one video, you're monetized. This one video, you are monetized. And you're off to the races. Now imagine your 9 to 5 income plus the income I'm about to show you right now from one video. So this is on one video. Look at that, guys. Playtime's over. Enough waiting. 1,874 GBP pounds. Because we're in the UK. And this video gained 4.5k subscribers. So this one video alone, say for example you posted it, you kept on being consistent. You posted this video, this one video would have monetized you. Crazy. Monetized you. It's got the subs. You only need 1,000. It gained 4.5. Watch time hours is there. And the income speaks for itself. So I'm not showing you this to impress upon you. Or to impress you, sorry. But to impress upon you as to what is possible. Look at the impressions. 4.2. Click-through rate. These are all YouTube terms that you eventually get to understand if you go down this route that I'm telling you. But this is the easiest way I've seen that it can genuinely make you money. And you could be laughing essentially because you could take yourself out of the broker ding dong situation and position. And all of a sudden you're like, okay, I'm not where I want to be, but thank God I'm not where I was. And my bank account is looking juicy. I am not struggling. And now it's just me being financially smart and not shooting myself in the leg by blowing through this money, basically. That's all I need to do. But you can see the impressions are there. The views are there. If we go to the engagement, average view duration is 6.14, 6 minutes 14. For 35k as we already went through. 70% of viewers are still watching around the 30-second mark, which is a good indicator. You want this to be roughly around 70%. If it's 70%, then it means the video will do well. So this is if you go down the YouTube route, then obviously, you know, it will make more sense. All right. But I'm telling you, this is the best way that I've seen you. You could print, carry on your 9 to 5. It's not It's not super straining on you because it's like, I'm having to do this hard labor after doing my 9 to 5, doing hard labor, and then I come back home to do hard labor. It's more so mental fatigue, you know, just you can't be bothered to film or whatever it is. But if you get over that, I'm telling you right now, in under a year, you could transform your life. Transformers, robots in disguise. You could transform your life. So this is some of the audience, okay, behind the video. And you can see, as I said, revenue crushing it. And this wasn't even 1 million. So can you imagine like the videos that are getting, for example, 10 million views on one video? You do realize those guys are like printing out like 500 grand or 600 grand. Printing. They are printing cash. They are printing cash. So at 14, so the advertisers pay for, so the CPM was 14, and yeah, the RPM was 558. So that was the RPM, 558, which is quite low, to be honest with you, because there's been other CPMs. I've had other CPMs way higher than this. I've seen like CPMs or RPMs of $48. $48 is crazy. If any of this is going over your head, trust me, it's all going to make sense. If you take what I'm telling you, it's not financial advice, bloody blah, 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 blah. But if you take the proof is in the pudding, and the pudding is in the proof. But if you take this into not only consideration, but you take action on this, I promise you, in a few months time, you are going to be, should I say, well off? Like, you're not going to struggle. You're going to choose to struggle because you want to obviously obtain a different level. But I mean, what can an extra 1.8k do for you? Think about it. Can you see why, like, despite everything, I don't neglect YouTube, even as hard as it is making these videos? These videos are super long, man. For example, these videos are difficult to make because you need to know what you're talking about, be engaging, be fun, blah, 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 blah. How long is this video? This video, for example, is 32 minutes long. 32 minutes long. Guys, if you, hold on, because it hasn't ended, because it only gets juicier. But I want you to like the video. If you appreciate this transparency, most people don't do this. Why take the time, like, explain all this stuff? It's long, man. So if you appreciate this transparency, share this video, because this is a good indicator for the algorithm. It gets this video in front of people just like you. You've appreciated this video. Someone else, another broker ding dong, is watching and thinking, I've messed up in life. Especially if you're 40 or in your 30s, it can be very scary to not have an idea of where to go. You know? And I believe success, the definition of success, is a worthy it's a progression towards a worthy ideal. So progressing towards something that you believe in, something that you enjoy in doing, you're already being successful. So the moment you jump on what I'm telling you, you are a success. True failure is when you stop trying, and as long as you haven't stopped trying, you haven't failed yet. A lot of you guys are self-diagnosing yourselves as losers, or I've got ADHD, or I'm an introvert, I'm this. No, I can allow circumstances to take place, but it does not dictate what I am or who I am or how I view myself. This is the very same picture that you most likely have seen on social media of a lion, sorry, of a cat staring into the mirror, seeing a lion. However, they're a cat. It's a tiny ginger cat looking into the mirror. They can see a lion, but in real life, they are a cat. The way you carry yourself, the way you tackle life with boldness, strength, sagacity, tenacity, all of these things, right, is going to dictate your results. I wasn't born thinking like this, but through consuming a bunch of finance stuff, paying courses, downloading information, reading books upon books to be able to make these videos for you guys and be transparent, to be able to have proof like this on the screen for you guys. It was not easy, but one thing that I kept on always saying, and I always will, that is possible. If it's possible for one, it's possible for all. If it's possible for me, it's possible for you. The only thing that's separating me and you is you are lazy. Yes, we were once, by the way, guys, I came from Africa. I wasn't even born in Europe or whatever it is. I came from Africa not knowing how to speak English. I had to learn English. You often hear me say this. I remember not being able to dream in English because I spoke French, I spoke Lingala, blah, 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 blah. So I remember these things. For the people who are serious, because I keep getting these comments, some of my videos have been taken off on this channel anyways. For the people who are serious, they do want to work with me. I do a 9 to 5, but a 9 to 5, a 1-to-1, but I don't work with everyone because some people are just not pleasant to work with. I don't need your money. I'm not trying to take or steal from you, whatever it is. So I don't work with everyone, but you can apply and attempt to. If the position is available, then it's going to charge your account. I should link in the description if I remember, for the 1-to-1 or some of my services that I provide. But I'll rather you take the action, man, because only you can save yourself. Even like the clients that I've worked with who are absolutely crushing it, they're only crushing it. They bought my service, they paid, blah, blah, blah. But they're only crushing it because they're doing what I told them. If they didn't do what I told them, they wouldn't be crushing it. Surprise, surprise. Oh, my days. If you don't do what someone's telling you, someone who's been where you are, like completely zero in the bank, I refuse to see zero in my bank account. I went through that long ago. I was like, nah, forget this, man. I went through a period where it was tough. It was very tough. I was overweight. Nothing was going. You guys see this now. You're seeing like, yeah, gains. You're seeing the traps. You're seeing the bicep. In fact, you're not even seeing the bicep peak. You're seeing like the outer bicep, like the roundness of the outer bicep, if that makes sense. If you work out, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, but it wasn't always like this like the outside of it. To get that part to grow, it's difficult, right? Especially if you're doing it natural. No steroids, no protein shake. I don't take none of that. Creatine, I hate all of that. Why? Because it can give you high blood pressure and I'm not trying to kill myself, okay? I've tried it in the past. I don't know. My heart started beating real fast. I was like, I don't want none of this. No, thank you. No, thank you. 150,000%. I don't want it. Okay? I don't want it. So I put all of that down. I started consuming and eating real food, real macros, chicken, like, all your lean stuff, blah, blah, blah. This is not a video of in-depth. Tell me what you eat. Tell me what you do. It's not that. But this video is like, hey, if you're not in shape, you want to get yourself in shape. You want to get your finances in shape. And for most guys, and females, obviously, but for most guys, all you need to do is get your finances in shape and your whole body in shape. And you're good, man. I'm telling you right now, you're going to be beyond good. You're going to be beyond good. Beyond. I'm on about like, oh snap, like I'm good, because physically I'm there, which means it'll keep your face slim as well, so you don't become super chubby or whatever it is. You take care of your appearance, blah, blah, blah. And then financially, those are literally the two main things for guys. So if you're in a position where physically you've done well, like you've built a decent physique, but financially you're struggling, you're halfway there. Become optimistic. Stop being a pessimist. And say, okay, well, I've got the physicality. Now let me just maintain that. So let me keep on going to the gym, keep on working out. But now let me focus on money. And this is exactly what we're doing on the channel. Like, it's like, okay, cool. Now let's solve the money problem. We've solved the physicality. We can give people fitness plans. Our physique is like, couldn't care less if I got any bigger. If not, like, it's like, I'm calm like this. Now let's solve the money problem. Like, I'm on about, let's scale beyond what we thought was possible and just dominate and crush it money-wise. And I'm telling you, the first steps that I took that got me out of zeros, okay, that got me out of the zeros in your bank account, paycheck to paycheck, I don't even want to say too much, man. The first step was the blueprint that I just told you. Get yourself a basic 9-to-5 job and work yourself. I'm on about work, man. Work with the force of someone who's being chased by a lion rather than a rat. Because the energy you run when you're being chased by a rat compared to a lion is completely different, man. If a lion was chasing you, you would sprint for your life. Usain Bolt ain't got nothing on you. You will sprint for your life. If a mouse was chasing you, you'd obviously run if you're scared of mice or whatever it is. If you're a chick, if you're a woman. But most of you guys, you might not even run. You might even kick it. Get the courage to just kick it. It dies. It dies, you know? But if a lion was chasing you, my friend, you ain't kicking nothing, boy. It's eating you. So you run with a different level of urgency. That's what I'm saying. Become more urgent, you know? Because 50, the age 50 is coming for you. Oh, Ronnie MP, what if you die? Oh, what if you don't die? Snap out of it, man. What if you don't die? What if you live till 60, 70 and you didn't focus in your early years? Now you got no pension, you're struggling. You see what I mean? So it's completely worth it. It's always worth it. It's always worth it, and it always will be worth it. Put in work now so you can enjoy later. Reward yourself today. I said that backwards, in fact. Delay gratification today so that you can reward yourself tomorrow. That's all this is. And the blueprint is super simple because you can apply and insert this in any job or anything you do. Any side hustle that you decide to do. If you just do these and you create a YouTube video and you document whatever the side hustle is, even if you're starting your own print on demand business, you just document it and post on YouTube. I promise you, you'll start to make money. If you're consistent, you do it long enough, and you know what you're talking about, you keep aiming to improve after every single video, you are going to start printing. It might not be year 1, it might not be year 2, but year 3, you'd print. And don't forget, by year 1, you're still working your 9-to-5 job, you would have saved at least 20 grand. By year 2, 40. Before you know it, you're off to the races. And you no longer struggle with money. You're no longer taking dumb risks because you're like, it's not worth it. I'm not going back to being broke. I want the ability, if I don't want to work somewhere, I can choose what I do with my destiny rather than feeling trapped. That's why most of the heart attacks takes place on a Monday. You see? On a Monday, why? Because people are after their jobs. Monday, 9 a.m., pardon me. After the job that they don't like, to please people that they don't like, buy swag, bags and clothes to impress people who couldn't care less if they dropped dead. In fact, the very same day, they'll probably send out a job application to replace your role. How sad. How sad. This video is long enough as it is. As I said, if you're serious, you need my help, I'll try and make some slots available. As to one-on-one coaching, it's expensive. Why? Because my time is valuable. I'm at a position where like we are doing good, so I don't want to work with everyone because not everyone is fit. Because some people, they're not hardworking, the mindset is just corrupted. So I'd much rather work with a good apple, a good apple, rather than a bad apple who's not willing to change their ways. They think they know it all. If you knew it all, why would you reach out to me, brokey? And I'm not saying this to brag, but the real ones get what I'm saying. I'm not saying this to brag or whatever it is. Trust me, if you know me personally, you know exactly who I am. But I'm saying this is like when I had zero in my bank account, I loved videos like this when somebody just kept it real. None of this fancy, flashy stuff in my face. It's like, no, a real human being just told me, okay, no, I done this and it worked. I done that and it worked. Carry on doing this and it'll work. And in fact, they showed me proof. It's like, oh, snap, they're not capping. Whoa. Wait, I can also like have like like moments where like I'm staring at thousands in my account, and I'm like, okay, I don't have to do X, Y, and Z if I don't want to. You know, you wake up with a different level of energy when you don't have to go to work, but you choose to go to. Trust me, it becomes way more enjoyable because you're like, good morning, good morning. If you get shouted out or if your boss is being a bit, you know, snaky or weird, you don't really take it that personal because you're like, yeah, but you're brokey though. Like, you know, like I most likely make more than you. So it's like, you guys get what I mean. It's like, it's you enjoy the job and you do it with way more passion. Like you actually get the job done well. Like you get what I mean. And if you don't, I want you to get what I mean. That's why I need to deploy this plan. All right, like this video, smash the like button, comment in the comment section down below, this is my year. Comment down in the comment section down below if you watch this video up until this point. And you, my friend, stay safe. God bless you. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye bye.